Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into something that's a huge deal for any big company, SAP Master Data Governance. We're going to demystify what it actually is and show you how a clear blueprint can turn total data chaos into crystal clear clarity.
So before we could even talk about the solution, we've got to understand the problem. Why is this whole master data thing so incredibly important for businesses to get right?
It sounds like a pretty simple question, doesn't it? But trust me, if you ask this in any large company, you might just open up a huge, tangled, and very expensive can of worms. Is it sales that owns the customer list, or is it finance? The answer almost every time is, well, it's complicated.
And here's exactly what that complication looks like in the real world. Your sales team has a customer down as J. Smith at this address. But over in finance, he's John Smith with a suite number. Now, to you and me, that's probably the same guy. But to a computer? Nope, those are two completely different people. And that right there leads to billing errors, packages sent to the wrong place, reports that are just plain wrong, and, you guessed it, really bad business decisions.
So when you're facing that kind of data chaos, what do you do? How on earth do you create one single, reliable source of truth that everybody in the company can actually trust and use?
Well, this is where SAP Master Data Governance, or MDG, steps in. The best way to think about it is like the official referee for your company's most critical data. We're talking customers, suppliers, products, you name it. It's a solution specifically built to create and enforce one official, golden record for every single important piece of information you have.
And it does this with a whole set of really powerful tools. It gives you a single point of control for all your data. It has features to go through your existing messy records and clean them all up. And it puts rules in place to make sure everything stays accurate and trustworthy from that point on. It's the whole package.
But here's a super important point. Just buying and installing the software? That's not the whole story, not even close. To really succeed, you need a plan. And lucky for us, SAP provides a strategic blueprint to guide you every step of the way.
It's called the Reference Solution Architecture. And no, this isn't another piece of software you have to buy. It's a framework. Think of it as a comprehensive collection of best practices, diagrams, and guides that help a company map out its journey from that data chaos we talked about to a place of governed, reliable data. It covers everything, from the very first planning stages all the way to testing and going live.
And what's really cool is that this isn't just some abstract theory. You can find these resources right now in the SAP Business Accelerator Hub. It's a real, practical toolkit designed to help companies get MDG right the first time.
Now, this blueprint is smart. It knows that not all companies are the same, so it offers a few different strategic models you can choose from to fit your specific needs. Let's take a look at the main options.
Okay, so your two main choices are either centrally managed or federated. With a centrally managed model, it's simple. One MDG system is the undisputed king of all master data. Nice and clear. But with a federated model, the central system still governs the core stuff, like a customer's name, but it allows local business units to manage their own specific information, like, say, regional shipping details. It's a bit more flexible.
To make all these strategies easy to understand for everyone, from the business folks to the IT architects, the blueprint uses 4 different types of diagrams, or as they call them, artifacts, to help visualize the entire process.
These 4 diagrams each give you a different piece of the puzzle. You've got the value flow, the component diagram, the data flow, and the process flow. Let's quickly see how they all work together to build a complete picture. First up is the value flow diagram. This is like the 30,000-foot view. It shows the whole business process from start to finish, but in really simple, easy-to-understand steps. It's perfect for explaining the what and the why to business leaders without getting bogged down in all that technical jargon. Next, we zoom in a little with the component diagram. This one shows the how from a systems point of view. You know, which software systems are involved, how do they all connect and talk to each other? This is basically your high-level technical map. The data flow diagram gets even more specific, and it follows the data itself. Where is the data born? Where does it live? How does it travel between all those systems we just saw? This diagram maps out the entire journey of your information.
And finally, we get down to the nitty-gritty with the process flow diagram. This maps out a very specific task, like create a new customer, step by step by step. It shows who does what, which approvals are needed, and what the system does automatically. This is basically your operational playbook.
So after looking at the problem, the solution,
And this whole blueprint, what is the most important thing to take away from all of this? Why does it matter so much?
It all boils down to this. Technology by itself is not a magic wand, not even a tool as powerful as SAP MDG. Real success comes from pairing that powerful tool with a clear strategic plan that everyone, and I mean everyone, can understand. The reference architecture is that plan.
And having this blueprint makes all the difference. It makes the whole project way less complicated. It gets your business teams and your IT teams on the same page from day one. It creates a visible roadmap from chaos to clarity, and it makes sure that whatever you build is going to be able to grow with your business. Which really brings us to our final thought. Just think about this for your own organization. If everyone, from sales to finance to the supply chain, was working from the exact same trusted set of data, what new possibilities could you unlock? That, right there, is the ultimate promise of getting master data governance right.